Hello, Philemon Cat here. Welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hangman.
Hey Keith, did you unlock the store?
There is something very creepy about a door that makes a creaking sound when you open it.
Who knows? Must have been unlocked already.
I definitely wasn't. Sorry, it's taking me a little while to remember what each of these controls does. So no document room there. It must be somewhere. Aha! Okay, better go back to I believe he's really a detective. What would a detective be doing here? Maybe I should ask about it. So yeah, it looks like it would be a good idea for me to go back down to the first floor again. Yo!
Hey, what kind of building is this anyway? A hospital?
It was an old mental hospital. It got shut down ages ago, though. After millionaire Jim Cork bought up the forest, it was repurposed as a homeless shelter for a few years.
Shelter?
A place the homeless could call home.
Was that incident 15 years ago thing true? What was it about?
Sorry, I'm not really one to tell spooky stories to people liable to wet their pants.
This building's strange. There are these shadows or something, and locked doors opening up all of a sudden.
Locked doors? Well, that'd be me.
Huh?
Unlike you, little trespasser, I have permission to be here, so I also borrowed some of the keys. Of course it's old, so lots have been lost to time.
But still, there are these shadow things. They're moving all around.
Oh yeah, shadows everywhere, because it's dark, and you're freaked out, so you think they're moving.
Well, that's one possibility, sure. Oh well. Let's just see before we go back down if this happens. Aha. Okay. I will see you in a minute. I'm just going to cut out, I think, the bits where I'm walking from one place that you've already seen to another place that you've already seen.
Pop? Pop! Good, I found you. Come on down, Pop. Let's go. This place is just... You can't get down? Wait there. I'll get you down.
I am just going to save it, because I've got a feeling these shadows aren't going to remain friendly forever. Well, I would love to tell you about what these tarot cards, like the Hanged Man card, mean, but I don't actually know. These might well mean something, or they might just be items that we have to use later and not in any way symbolic of something that's happening in the game. Well,
Why did you run away, Pop?
again, thanks for that. Oh, good. This picture looks entirely harmless and extremely pleasant. Not scary at all. The tragedy that befell the homeless. The Happy Murders. Well, this is a bit of an oxymoron, but never mind. Are you familiar with a certain incident that occurred in the Deepwoods on the outskirts of Marble Hill? Deepwoods Hospital, which once accommodated patients with mental illness, was abandoned in 1970 and long neglected, but it was later purchased, woods and all, by one Jim Cork, famous millionaire and philanthropist. Cork made use of the old hospital as a shelter for the homeless, calling in priests to open a chapel and running a social action program. Yet all this came to an end with a gruesome incident which would come to be called the Happy Murders. One winter day, a priest in the chapel noticed something amiss with the shepherd's residents. He attempted to question them as they kept suspiciously silent, and soon discovered 5 corpses in the building. The causes of death differed from stabbing to strangling, and they were all found at different locations. Yet there was a common feature. The bodies were all in plain sight, hanging from a rope in the room. After police questioning, 5 among the residents confessed to murder. As to their motive, they gave various reasons, having an argument or having never liked their victim, but they spoke not a word about the bodies hanging from the ropes. The police noticed that the most recent corpse was 3 days dead, and the oldest corpse had been dead for 3 weeks. Now, you're noticing something bizarre, aren't you? In the 3 weeks since the first murder, 4 other murders took place, and the homeless residing in the shelter decided not to report them, but to go on pretending they didn't see a thing. After the 5 criminals confessed and stated their motives, they all made this final comment: "Now I've finally become happy." Cork had the facility completely shut down, with the homeless living there all dispersed without ever speaking of what had happened. Deepwoods Hospital has not been demolished nor renewed since the Happy Murders. It simply sits there quietly in the forest. What's this? Is this the incident from 15 years ago Keith mentioned? Yikes. I shouldn't have read that. Me reading stuff like that only makes things worse. Especially if I'm going to do it with this absolutely a terrible voice acting performance. Pop, why are you running? Do you hate me now? Well, he's in there. Now, it would make sense if there was another room up above this, or something like that, because that would be the most likely place for him to go to. So that would maybe be the staff's lounge or the staff room. Staff's room, same thing. No. Okay. It does sort of seem like the shadows are allowing me to get into useful places, though. letting me get into places where I can find things I need. I have to say, actually, they've done well with these graphics as well, considering the fact that they're quite primitive graphics. I tend to think that primitive graphics can be better, though, because they force the game creators to be more creative. I mean, the atmosphere in this game, despite the fact that obviously the characters don't look that three-dimensional, realistic, is pretty incredible. Sure, that will be useful at some point. Sorry about that. A headless doll. Why is it headless? And there's this string tied around it. That does not look like a nice headless doll. That looks like the sort of headless doll that you should leave it alone just in case it's cursed. Well, wait, is this hair?
Hey! Sheesh, what does it take to get your attention? Are you just ignoring me?
No, the spookiness was kind of distracting me.
So, you're Will, right? I don't have the wrong person, do I? Oh, I'm glad I got it right. Okay, let's get going. You'll catch a cold.
Stop! Stay away from me. You're that cafe girl, aren't you? Why do you know me? And you stirred a hole for me earlier.
I asked David. You're his cousin, aren't you?
Huh? You asked David?
I'm David's friend. He's worried, don't you know? Okay, let's head home.
Hey, wait a sec. I said wait! Let go, you stupid girl!
Jeez, you're noisy. I'm just doing what I was asked, okay?
What do you mean, asked? Explain yourself.
So, after I was done with work, I called David. I was like, I had a customer who looked just like you. Then David said that was his cousin, who came to visit but disappeared, and he'd been looking. So I decided to help him look. A truck driver near the freeway said he saw a boy head into the woods alone. So I wondered if he might have been here. David's been super worried, so what were you thinking, visiting him and then disappearing?
Oh, be quiet. I was gonna go back eventually, but that isn't important right now.
What's that mean?
I got separated from my friend in there. I can't leave until I find him.
Huh, you came here with your friend? David didn't say anything like that.
To be fair, he probably didn't count the rodent as a friend, especially since he didn't see it. So that's him. Interesting how the rat's called Pop as well, and his dad died. Anyway.
Alright, in that case I'll help you look.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, we had to go back in there, otherwise the game's pretty much over.
I mean, there's no way you can just ditch your friend. Let's get you reunited and leave quick, okay? If it starts snowing hard, getting back will be rough.
You don't think getting back will be hard with the amount of snow we have now? Although, to be fair, the amount of snow on the ground doesn't seem to have actually changed.
It's gone.
What is?
There was a doll here, but it's gone.
Was there really? You weren't just seeing things?
You're doubting me? I really saw it!
Jeez, no need to shout. You're a weird one.
Notice, Dr. Dennis Senior has taken a long vacation for recuperative purposes. Okay. Not the correct one, I take it. Okay. Not quite sure what the point of going in here was, but I actually meant to look at that plaque there to make sure that it was what I thought it was. Wow, I would have guessed that would be in here. Will it be in here in the third stall? Yep, there was a toilet in the third toilet. Since you can't get anything from any of the toilet rooms I've been into so far, I wonder if they were just there because there would be a toilet there if it was a real building. I'm not sure. Okay, so this looks like treatment rooms. Well, a treatment room out of many treatment rooms, if I suspect.
Huh? Mr. Keith?
He did that quickly.
Why are you here?
How did you get in here this fast?
Do you two know each other?
Well, I suppose he was sort of dragged out of here by Sophie. That may have taken a few minutes.
I guess. Why are you here, Mr. Keith? Bored?
Do you think I take my walks in places like this? It's for work, obviously. You're the one who needs to explain herself.
David said he was looking for his cousin, so I'm helping, but said cousin says he got separated from his friend, so I thought I'd help him look.
Nothing gets you to shy away, huh? I say you should just get out of here. Lest you two forget, this is a technically private property.
Yes, sir.
Get going. I'll tell on you to your papa, Sophie.
I know.
Hey, what's your connection with Keith?
He saved me when I got involved in an incident a little while ago. He's also my dad's client right now.
Client?
Papa's job covers things like inheritance, and I guess he wants to write a will and testament.
A will and testament? He seems pretty young still.
Old or not, people die.
That's fair enough.
I guess so. Hey, is he really a detective? He's kind of nasty and stern and scary. He's not a bad guy?
No, not a bad guy. Not a good one either, mind.
Well, which is it?
I mean, every time we meet, he always teases me. Like calling me matchstick or starving chicken.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, that's really unfair on chickens. Why single them out? Couldn't she be starving swan or starving sparrow? Or even not a bird? This attempt at humour is not as funny as I was hoping it was, so I'm just going to ignore it and move on.
Right?
Actually, that seems like quite a good place to end the episode. I will see you next time.